I just pulled 18 cards from my PSA vault, including 3 cards I have never held in my hands graded before. We got them in. Let's crack right into it. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Pokemon Ranger Matt, back on the hunt for the best pulls in Pokemon. All right, today I'm going to reveal to you 18 cards, 15 of which have been sitting in my PSA vault for a while. We're going to tell the story on each card, show the grade, show basically my graded collection. As you can see, the backdrop has changed a little bit over time. I recently sold some of the stuff that was in the backdrop, and so I pulled some of these out. Some of these are going to go in the backdrop. Some of them are probably going to be for sale, but we're going to go through it. Some of these I opened a long time ago and nobody has ever seen them. Some of them I opened before I was filming. Some of them I traded for, and a couple of them I bought for certain reasons, and we'll talk about that when we get to each one. So here we are, back on the hunt for the best pulls in Pokemon. Not really pulling anything today, but we are revealing a bunch of graded cards from PSA. So the very first card we're going to look at today is this Espeon Deoxys GX from Unified Minds. I pulled this from a Pokevault pack off camera a long time ago. When I first got back into Pokemon, I was watching PokeRev and Pokevault a bunch, and I bought some of their mystery products. And this was the biggest pull I got the first time I ever opened up some. And you will see the prices flash up. I don't have them memorized, but this is just a really cool card. Love the tag teams. I don't have any alt art tag teams, but I think there's another one in here that I pulled from Team Up that is really cool. So that's the first one kicking off the day. Pretty cool card. This next card here is, I believe, another evolution. Yep. The Espeon V. I pulled this from a C22 mini tin a long time ago in my car. Of course, I wasn't filming it. I have been fortunate enough to pull this card a couple of times now. Is one of my absolute favorite cards from Evolving Skies. Such a cool card. Love that. So now we got a Japanese card. I know what this is. I think this is the most expensive Japanese card I've ever pulled in my entire life. I got a few packs of a set called Eevee Heroes from a card shop and just opened a few packs when I was getting something else and happened to pull this beautiful card, the Sylveon VMAX Hyper Rare Alt Art. Such a cool card. The Japanese is just unreal with the texture and shine and everything like that. Love this card. I don't really collect a lot of Japanese, but this was a big pull for me. I think there's one more Japanese card in this return that y'all are gonna want to stick around to see. It's one of my favorite cards I've ever had the privilege to own. Next up, I'm not sure what this is. Okay, Charmeleon. We got a couple 151 hits. Charmeleon I pulled, graded a 10. I kept it in the PSA vault because at the time I didn't have a Charizard, and I was waiting to have a Charmander and a Charizard so I could have the full set. I have some of those there right now. I actually have a Charmeleon also in that submission. So I went ahead and pulled this out. We'll see what those grades get. Hopefully I can get the full line in a 10. That would be crazy. I know this one is also from 151 then. The Venusaur. Finally got one in a 10. I've pulled this card like 10 times. And I finally got one in a 10. And again, I sent it to the PSA vault until I could get a Blastoise and a Charizard, which I've had in 10s. I've had multiple Charizards, multiple Blastoises in 10s, but they've all ended up being sold. I do have a Charizard, a Venusaur, and a Blastoise at PSA right now. So we'll see how that works. I really want some of these evolution lines from 151. So cool. I'm just loving seeing these cards. I just got these in. Some of these I haven't seen in almost a year. Some of them I haven't seen in a while. Everything's pretty backed up. But I wanted to show y'all some of my collection here. The Mewtwo V-Star from Crown Zenith. I pulled 3 of these. They all got 10s. I kept one in the vault. I used to have one back there, but I sold it. And that's why this one was in the vault. Because I end up selling everything. So I pulled 2 out that I sold. I kept one in the vault, but I pulled this one out. It's because I wanted to have it back. I pulled everything out of my vault. This was everything that I had vaulted. So, except for these last 3 cards. So, such a cool card. I remember I pulled this card on a friend of mine, subscriber, Brody Yoki's couch in Alabama. I was just opening some Crown Zenith and I was like, oh, it's like a $50 card. And that thing has blown up since then. But I had great luck with that particular card in Crown Zenith. It was like the biggest hit I kept pulling over and over again. And I kept getting 10s. It's pretty awesome. Next step. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this card so much. This is the only Chinese card in my collection. I pulled this from the gym packs. And I mean, I opened them. I didn't even think that people would want to watch that, so I didn't film it. I just got a box from the card shop and opened for fun. It was literally just me opening some packs. They were pretty cheap at the time, but this card is so cool. I don't know if we'll ever get it in English. If we did, it would probably tank the value of this card, which has come down a little bit. But I do like the Chinese cards. I like that they use the English back. But it can be tricky sometimes. Captain Pikachu. That's such a cool card. Now, all of these, except for I think 2, are in a 10. And like I said, those 3 cards I just got back. I just had graded. They kind of got spoiled for me, but we'll talk about it. That's why I don't have them sealed for a big reveal. I already know the grade, so I don't want to pretend like I know y'all better than that. I'm not just going to sit here and pretend shocked that I know what the grades are on some cards. Next up, the Blaziken Alt Art from Chilling Reign. Pulled this card a while back. I had some Chilling Reign ETBs that I got last year on Target's Black Friday. And they've been sitting around, and a few months ago, I tilted out pretty bad one night. I was upset, and I opened all of them off camera, just ripped them. And I pulled this bad boy, sent it off, got a 10. This card, I've been tracking the value. It goes up and down so much. I don't know, like, people realize it's really hard to get, but I don't know if they love it kind of thing. I don't know. Interesting card for sure. That one is probably one I will end up selling. It's not my favorite, but it was very cool to pull there from Chilling Reign. Some Chilling Pain. I've now pulled that and the Moltres. Moltres, unfortunately, did not get a 10. Next up, we have... Oh, yeah. The other tag team. Again, I pulled this from a Pokevault pack. Way back. Not the Alt Art, not the Lovebirds, but maybe for somebody that already has the Lovebirds, they'll want this one too. It's still really cool. I love how this card looks. Just, the tag teams are super cool. I'm sad that I didn't get to experience that era more. I've opened very, very few, and lucky to even get a couple of tag team GXs. All right. Finishing up on the stack of things that I've actually pulled myself. There it is. Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions. I got really into Evolutions when I first got back. I know it's one of those sets that got a lot of people back into it when it came out in 2016. But I wasn't one of those people, so I just kind of searched for ways to open this. Got a bunch of mini tins. Was able to pull this guy. Such a cool card. Mega Charizard, which is super relevant these days. I actually have pulled, let me see if I can grab it real fast. There they are. I pulled these a day apart from Phantasmal. Pulled this in my car. Pulled this sitting around the house for the Miss Pokemon Ranger. These will be going off to PSA very soon. They look pretty good. This one's a little slightly off center, maybe. A little right to left. This one looks really, really good. I love to have those pairs. Not going to show you these other cards that it was sitting with. Those will be in a future video. Or you might have already seen it. I don't know exactly what order all these are coming out in, but I really wanted to film this video as soon as I got these cards in, just because I was excited to show you the collection. Next up, I think they keep getting bigger from here, though. There it is. Hidden Fates. Shiny Charizard. SV49. Everybody's chase. I got this card again a long time ago, and I kept it in. This is the only 9 I've kept in my collection. I just can't seem to part with it. I would love it in a 10, but this is the one I pulled, and so it's super cool. Matches my custom-made shiny Charizard up there that I did. I based it off of this guy right here. So much fun. All right, and now the last one that I personally pulled. This promo is insane. So I got this box a while back for this promo, and I opened it, and I ended up, I filmed it, and I guess I didn't hit record or something like that. I didn't really get anything from the box, but I was able to grade this in a 10, and this thing has absolutely gone berserk in value. It's come down a little bit from its high watermark, I guess, but definitely one of the most expensive English promo I've ever owned. Alternate art Mega Lucario. It's kind of what they call it. From the Mega Powers collection. You can still get that box. It's pretty expensive now that this card's blown up, but used to be able to get it fairly inexpensive. I don't remember what I paid for it. I remember being really upset that the video didn't happen because it was kind of, for my budget, it was an expensive video, but that was a while back. So I got lucky to get a 10 with that. That was one of the things I saw. I don't remember who it was. It was one of the more investor-centered Pokemon channels on YouTube that said that box would be one because of that promo. And I thought I'd do a video on it, and I'm not a professional videographer, so I really messed it up. Before we get into the last 6 cards, I'm super excited about those. Remember, we're giving away this Surging Sparks booster box to one lucky subscriber. When we hit 15,000 subscribers, all you got to do to enter that giveaway is be subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're watching, hit that like button down below, and then drop a comment. I know you might be watching on your TV. Pull out your phone real fast, drop a comment, because the comment is how I log your entry. The like is just for me. I would love it if you like the video, but I don't think it really does anything. But the comment actually does help, and it helps me get to know y'all and build this little community, and then it gives me a easy way to give back, because I log all of your comments into a big sheet, and when we hit 15,000, a random number generator will pop up a name, and so the more videos you comment on, the more chances you have to win. The better your chance will be to win that sealed Surging Sparks booster box sent to your house for free from me. Would love to do that. We just broke 11,000. We're moving again. When I announced that, we were adding a lot of subscribers every day, and I might have overshot it, but we're sticking to it. If it takes a year to give away, all that happens is that box is going to go up in value. over time. Also, you can become a member of the channel. We are on our goal, got our little goal thing, and my backdrop's moved a little bit. I must have knocked something over, but so you can't really see it that well. But once we hit 50 members, I'm going to start doing giveaways every week for my members. Right now, we do a big one at the end of every month. Plus, you get an exclusive video every single Friday from me, just for being a member. So go check that out. Click that link in the description. Basically, the price of a booster pack per month. You help support me. I give back. I give away way more in giveaways to the members than I make off the memberships. It's just a really fun kind of smaller community within the bigger community, and gives me a chance to interact a little more personally with everybody. So I would love for you to click that link, check it out if that's something you're interested in. The giveaway information and the membership link is always in the description. So go check that out. All right, these next 3 cards are in a different stack because I either bought them or traded for them. Technically, I traded for the last 3 too, but those are different. And we'll get to that in a minute. So this card, I believe, yeah, okay. The Lugia V. So basically what I did, some of y'all saw, I pulled a Lugia out of a Walmart mystery pack, and it got an 8. It was way off center. But for content, I sent it anyway. What I did was I sold that. I took the money and I bought a raw copy and I graded it because I really wanted it in a 10, and the raw copy was basically the same price as the PSA 8. And so I sent this off and got back a 10. It looked really good, and it was. I honestly don't think it's perfect. I was a little worried about it, but the grader smiled on me that day. Next up is one that I purchased. This was the most expensive raw card I ever bought. I definitely did not spend what it is worth now. Not even close. Used to be able to get this raw for fairly cheap, relatively. I mean, relative to where it is now. It was definitely an expensive purchase. This was another card that I don't remember what channel it was. I don't even remember if it was the same channel, but this was a buy, long hold type of situation. And so I had some extra money and the opportunity to buy one, and it graded a 10. And I'm so excited to have this. I think this one's going to go in the backdrop. Hopefully I don't end up selling it. I want to hold this one long term. I really do. I think this is a card that will do really good in the future. And it is the Stamp Box Pikachu. It is. I just love this artwork, the old Japanese style. I know it's based off an old Japanese piece of art, but it just looks like it's on like a scroll on the wall in Japan kind of thing. Such a cool Pikachu from 2021, the Stamp Box. This thing is crazy valuable now. This was probably one of the better moves I made early on in collecting. There's the Stamp Box Pikachu. I'm going to do my best to hold that card, but like I said, I don't really collect a lot of Japanese. I like English, but it may end up up there. I don't know. It's between that and the Captain Pikachu to go on the backdrop. Obviously, that was a lot more expensive, but the Captain Pikachu, I think, fits the vibe. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments which Pikachu you would put in your backdrop if you were me. All right, last one. One of my absolute favorite cards I've owned. The Blaine's Charizard. It's in a PSA 8.5. It's such a weird card. I was offered this in a trade for a PSA 10 Charizard from 151. I had 2 at the time. I sold one and I traded one for this card. It's a first edition in an 8.5. It's got a pretty noticeable ding up there on that corner, and that's about it. Otherwise, this card looks really, really good. Holo looks great. I kind of dig it. Like I said, I don't really have a lot in my collection that's not a 10. I just kind of like that, but this is an exception. There are actually less 8.5s than 9s or 10s. I think there's like 36 of this grade. Obviously, that's a weird grade. They don't give a lot of 0.5s at PSA. But just the weirdness, it being first edition, it's a grail card for a lot of people. Another long-term hold. And it's just, I couldn't pass it up. At the time, it was actually worth a little bit less than the PSA 10 Charizard from 151, as crazy as that is. But now they're probably about the same. But just such a cool card. There is a start of a swirl up behind his wing, but you can only see part of it, unfortunately. But that is my most expensive vintage card by a lot. It's Charizard tax is real. All right. Now we have 3 more cards. So technically I did trade for these. I'm going to tell you the story. Back a while back, when y'all saw the backdrop take a little different look, I sold quite a few slabs to a vendor here that actually runs a show that I may end up going to tomorrow. But I sold a bunch, and he was gracious enough to give me a pretty good deal. And then I had a bunch of loose cards that I sold to a card shop. Then I had a bunch of other cards that I was considering grading. I had a big stack of may grade in the future. And when I sold those slabs, I had a vendor reach out that was looking for product. Just needed a lot of cards and asked me if there were any cards that I was looking for. And I told him my top 3 cards that I really wanted to pull, and he had all of them raw copies. And so I basically went through my graded pile and came up with an even amount. And so we made a trade. I traded a bulk amount of like SIRs and IRs and those kind of things for these 3 cards raw. I graded all of them. Like I said, the grades were spoiled by PSA because of their upcharge. I got upcharged on all 3 of them, which means they all got 10s. So, like I said, I didn't want to just leave it in the PSA box and act all surprised and be like, "Oh my goodness!" And just like fake it. Y'all are smarter than that. I know you can smart me faking that. So, these are my literally my top 3 chases I had left in Pokemon, really. And now I have them in PSA 10s. These are definitely going to go in the backdrop. I don't know permanently, but because they are worth a lot of money. And basically how I've kept this channel going over the past year is I sell graded cards. I don't sell sealed. I open everything I buy. But when a graded card kind of blows up a little bit, I end up selling them. And I like to keep 10 or so around in my collection for the backdrop and other things that are just cool. So, like I said, some of these will get sold, but I think these 3 are going to end up in my backdrop because y'all will know immediately that these are my big chases I've been going after. We're going to start off with Team Rocket's Mewtwo from Destined Rivals. When I saw this card, it was so clean. Like, I don't know why whoever pulled it didn't grade it. I don't know if he pulled it or if he bought it off of somebody. I don't know. But should have graded it because that is sick right there. Absolutely amazing. That one's going to go behind the Mewtwo right over there. I've been missing a Mewtwo over there since I sold the Crown Zenith one. I think that one's going to go there for the future. Next up, y'all know I've been chasing this. I just went for it again the other day with a new box. The Bubble Mew. I just could not pass up a Bubble Mew. Again, this one looked really clean. I was a little worried. It seems a little left heavy to me, but I was willing to take the risk on this card. Sent it off. Got a 10. Got lucky. Such a cool card. The cameos, the art style. I think this one's really going to hold up long term. All right. 1 card left. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Letting me show off my collection a little bit. A little different kind of video. Hopefully some of those big PSA returns we'll get back soon. I love doing these PSA reveal videos. Obviously, this one's not much of a reveal because I already knew the grades for everything. But this is my single favorite card I've ever seen in person, I've ever wanted to pull. Never could. Some of y'all may know. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. I've got a card over there that's been kind of holding a place, really, until I could pull this card. Fortunately, I never could. I tried. Dragonite V, Evolving Skies. PSA 10. Absolute gorgeous card. So cool. Such a cool card. Just look at him. Shred, Dragon Gale. And there's my collection. Some of them open, some of them traded, some of them bought. But when I first pulled them out, they were worth a significantly larger amount than they are today. And I was going to title this video my $20,000 Pokemon collection. But from the time I hit submit for them to be sent back to me till now, some of these have dropped in value. So not quite there. I know slabs are down a little bit right now. It's that time of year. But I can almost guarantee you come January, these are going to start climbing again, especially with that new Ascended Heroes set coming out. New sets always seem to spark some love for some older cards. But thank y'all so much again for watching. Let me brag on my collection a little bit. We're going to be back to opening on the next one. So we'll see y'all on that next one.